And welcome back to Let's Play the Outer Worlds, episode 18.
Itching to whack someone over the head? We can help with that.
So, first things first, junk. No. I'm okay with body attributes. I don't really need that stuff. Here's the thing. I do not want to get rid of their stuff. Don't need that. Tactical shotgun would be interesting, but... I already have enough stuff that uses heavy. But, now think about it, maybe I can actually make use of that? I guess. What am I doing with that out?
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope?
That was days ago.
The fucking door! It locked behind me. And it wasn't until this freighter captain found me that I...
You're lucky the chief would have my ass if I spaced you. Now get back to work, Private.
Right away, sir. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career, Gold.
Keep your wits about you down there. I don't want to clean crispy freelancer bits out of the radiators again.
Why am I doing this? I don't really mind, but... What was that music?
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the master, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Jesus.
Here we go!
I don't like those noises. You guys okay? Oh, it's not dead. Oh, it's a mantis swarm. Okay. Why are there all these explosive things right in between all these hot radiators? HHB Earth HQ, transmitting via probe or archived at source. It is my honor to report the Grand Bay has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, satellites, and supplies. 10 colony worlds, may they prosper and expand. Stage 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out. My family will take ownership of the Garen Baker as specified in your contract. Keeping shipping active duty as an independent trading post, repair shop, and cargo bay. I'd be so remiss if I closed this transmission with sending my hope and best wishes back to Earth. Some Jeddas, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Chief Ging. Certain reminder, the very rich and unsavoring elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us here. Went for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Space of Choice logo stamped on my ass. The nickel dime passing ships out of the last bit. There's no role in the success of failure Alkyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly aligning right before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise independence, answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Granbury remember us and defend its stream accordingly.
Incoming!
What the fuck? Have you gone mad? Oh, it's up there.
Don't mess with us.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
I guess it'll be your first sneaking. Is it just gonna go in a damn circle? I guess square. Ooh, this might be bad.
Here they come!
Oh, so much for that. Oh, maybe it's not that I'm supposed to deal with it then. I'm supposed to deal with it now.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pump.
Oof. Oh, droplet, solid state radio, 100%. Couple together. Staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cock solutions are. Oh, we got the men. Groundbreaker's bones. Make he can revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma live with the reality, and so will I. I can rally your spirits. What happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing your determines outlast me. I'll take that bet. Found some Chief Young's old schematics. Must have been taken a beating during the crossing. Spent half for a crew patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among our papers, I also found the layout of a hanger that doesn't match any of my docs. Something hanging sealed off the like blood cells isolating infection. How about sentiment down and print? But every time I open a panel for some workarounds in the guts of this old bird, I feel like I can feel you reaching out from the past, Grandma.
Processing. Security.
All right. Let's see, some more health, more tactical dilation. That's not gonna work. Walk speed, sprint speed. Creating crit chance, vendor prices, settle time. Right. I guess I don't like the idea of being a drug addict because of that, but Moz, more melee, more armor, more ranged. I guess.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
What's going on with you lately? You seem down.
C&D Borstworth. It's not the worst unless it's Borstworth.
Hey, is it going better now?
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
Fair warning, you still logged in one of the public journals.
Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
So we talked to Gladys, get the...
If it's between the unreliable and the rest and go, I believe I'll sleep on the ship.
Sup.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Yes, some of you said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here, let me hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more, man.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Good.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
All right. You know what? I totally forgot about those. Hi.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
As of you and Gladys got running.
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
As what do you and Gladys do here?
Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
I'm standing right here.
Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years.
Everything, you can't hear me, so you don't have to answer the questions?
Huh? What?
Forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
Uh-huh. How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
How does Groundkeeper keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
You mentioned Sublight?
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Do you do business with promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
I'm wondering how different this game is if you sell out Phineas.
If it isn't the savior of Groundbreaker, what can I do for you? Be seeing you.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo.
Hey, you got a second?
Yeah?
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
What can you do?
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Alright, Felix, consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
So you want to tell me why you're out of work?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me. Always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
That's when you resolved your differences like an adult, eh?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Ain't good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick.
There are all these
Count on
mealeers.
me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
I'll see you on the ship, Felix.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Let's see if everything's still on my ship.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Picked up this distress call. Can you play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
You sad when you remember Hawthorne?
No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died.
How so?
I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results.
Why did you do that?
He asked me to trust him.
How exactly did Hawthorne improve your design?
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields, while also operating our ship's toasters.
You don't have to do that.
Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where'd you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
I just walk out the airlock? Wasn't this saying, why is it telling me to go back to Gladys? Oh, there's probably, like, another mission.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem.
Huh.
One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Yeah, but the warmest person I ever met, to hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close, not anymore.
I don't know. June and I talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
I think drinking is going to solve this problem.
Drinking never solved nothing, Captain. I ain't been able to sleep for 3 nights now. I just want to unwind. Just the tiniest bit. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
I was wondering if I could just, like, pull that out.
Good to see you, boss.
So how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned on Earth in the back bays.
And then you were raised by a pack of sprouts, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
At least you weren't obliged to anyone else. You were free.
Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like.
How's all, Felix? Where'd you find work?
Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on.
I incident with a tossball stick.
Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
Can we be more diplomatic about it?
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Hey, you know, wasting your life hauling boxes.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
All right. Okay. Petey. Oh, is Petey his? Oh, yeah.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
How's everyone knows I'm flying with? What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Anyway, that's gonna be this